Why don't more UK businesses focus on international expansion? As I'm sat here out on the morning walk, sort of thinking about the day, that just suddenly totally occurred to me, like, why don't more UK businesses focus on international expansion? The reason why I guess this came into my mind is because since the age of 14 I've spoke multiple languages, and the reason why I got into speaking languages was primarily because I had this idea when I was young that, fuck, if I learn another language, then a whole other world opens up to me. Like a whole nother universe, a whole nother group of people, another culture, another set of adventures opens up, and that's what drove me to acquire languages and to master German and to learn Dutch and French, and just so I could open up these worlds and communicate with these people and connect with these different people outside my, outside my culture. Yet so few businesses do that, and I suppose the thought pattern behind this was the idea, like, how can a business expand? How can a small business, maybe a micro business operation, 2, 3, 4 employees, based in the UK, how can that business expand? And that's sort of the question that's always on my mind, mainly because I'm interested in helping small UK companies get stability and bring a certain predictability into the way that they generate profits. The government sure as hell ain't going to help us. They've already showed us that they have no interest in helping the little guy. And the fact is, there's around 3.5 million of us, one-man band business owners, who want to expand and be successful. So international expansion is one way that you can do that. Most of the time I imagine business owners and marketers and business growth development people are held back by language barriers, cultural barriers, um, lack of knowledge about the market, lack of intercultural knowledge. There's all sorts of reasons probably why UK small businesses don't expand abroad. But imagine if you did one step to expand. Let's say you wanted to expand into Holland, right? Let's say you had an online business and you sold blue widgets, and you said, right, we want to open up a market of another 16 million people. Let's expand into Holland, into the Netherlands. Sorry for the Dutch people who are watching. My point is that would that the first step. The first step to doing that would be as simple as having your website translated. You don't even have to do any new marketing, or you don't even have to produce any new content. You just buy a Dutch domain, a .nl name, and have your website translated into that languages. Like, listen, languages are the key to opening new worlds, and especially when it comes to business, we miss this opportunity time and time again, especially on this little island, mainly because most of us don't speak any languages. Luckily, I speak languages, so I'm alright with that, and it's always held me in good stead, and my languages have always brought, abundant amounts of money to me. But just think about that. If you could literally open up another market of millions of people like that, wouldn't you do that? Wouldn't you want to do that? International expansion is not as hard as people think, but we just got to tune our minds, get away from this Brexit attitude, this isolationist attitude, and reach out to Europe, because I'm telling you what, you might not want to be part of the European Union, but I'm telling you what, you sure as hell want to do business with those guys, because they got money, they got savvy, and why wouldn't you? Think on, man. Take care.